had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I was like a sex slave, okay?
We intend to name people in these lawsuits.
You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
Diddy's sex slave, Jonathan Oddie, just named all the rappers that he and Sean Diddy Combs had sex with during a testimony in front of a federal jury. And you are not going what he had to say about Cassie's involvement.
Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
In May of 2018, Jonathan Oddie was arrested in connection to a shooting that occurred at Trump's National Doral Golf Course in Miami. During an interrogation into why Jonathan tried to shoot up Trump's golf course, he mentioned that Diddy was actually using him as a sex slave, and the mafia in Hollywood was actually forcing him to commit crimes.
Combs.
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was. That's all right? I caught herpes, and I came back and I seen him for the herpes and won. But I seen the liquid cocaine, I drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time. All right, he calls it G-Jit, but it's liquid cocaine.
All right.
I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. Okay, but he's scared that I was gonna expose him.
I don't want to talk about Diddy right now. I want to talk about you. Help me understand you. I mean, who?
It looks like an exchange of gunfire right out of a Hollywood action movie.
Police say on Friday he opened fire inside President Donald Trump's luxury hotel.
Sir, I'm ordering that you stay away from the Trump National Doral Hotel.
Police say that's where Odie stole an American flag from, and that he went into the lobby yelling anti-Trump remarks before shooting the ceiling and chandeliers. Police say he then got into a gun battle with responding officers.
The gun battle goes on for nearly a minute before Odie decides to make a run for it. Another camera capturing him still firing shots, even tripping on the marble floor. Odie was shot in the legs as he ran away and was arrested after running up a stairwell.
The accused gunman, Jonathan Oddie, faced a judge for the first time Monday.
Mr. Oddie, you were arrested for 5 counts of attempted second-degree murder of a law enforcement officer.
As we peel back the layers of everything that happens in Hollywood, we can see how Diddy has long been involved in not only facilitating abuse, but also orchestrating shootings, arson, and sometimes even murder. People that went against Diddy had their career destroyed because of all the connections that Diddy had, and this is something that even top artists have confirmed was happening. In a recent interview on The Art of Dialogue, rapper and founding member of the hip-hop group Brand Nubian, Lord Jamar spoke out about this too.
Yeah, you gotta trademark that. But do you believe hip-hop got a gay mafia?
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is. He's one of the members of the mob. He's a mafia member. But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the godfather. You see? He's not the godfather. He's one of the heads of the families. You see? We had different families in this fucking thing. We got Bad Boy. We got fucking what do we have? Death Row over here. We have this. the different we got fucking Arista Records and LaFace. And these are the fucking families in the mafia. You dig? Those record companies are like families.
So him being a part of the gay mafia, right? Where do you think it went wrong?
Well, some say that he got a little too big for his britches, and when he ended up suing that liquor company De Leon, that's when it all started going downhill from him. That's when, you know, the real rich motherfuckers started showing you who they really are. Showing you that you can do all the shit you was doing, but you really not down with them. You could tell black people that you're a billionaire, but you don't have money like how we got money. We're real multi-billionaires. You know what I mean? And if you think you could with us and try to go against us and not just take whatever the we've been giving you all this time, because that Ciroc wasn't his. He was the face of it. They had a branding problem, and he came in and helped their diversity problem, you know? And we with it because we thought that he owned it. We thought he owned it. So that's why we with it.
Diddy's rise to power was fueled by his industry connections and his ability to use leverage where and when he needed. If Diddy didn't like you, everyone stayed clear of you, and your career ended before it could even start. Industry insiders like Freddie P have attested to these claims and even named Rick Ross and DJ Khaled as accomplices that helped Diddy pressurize new talent into doing his bidding.
What do I owe the pleasure? What do I owe the pleasure? The last time we been together, niggas getting too bougie. We forgetting the finer things in life. We ain't even been together. Let's not get out of pocket. Let's check ourselves. The brothers gotta stay together. Niggas can't get too much money. Niggas running through 100 million. I'm not running through 100 million, nigga.
Okay, so that's where it started between you and Diddy. Why do you think Diddy blackballed you? Why you feel like that?
I know I'm blackballed. Come on, man. Khaled, Ross, all these niggas ain't never did a song with me. These the same niggas. When I first came back, Ross, I seen a nigga in the club, all white suit. Nigga stopped me going to the bathroom. Nigga, what's up? Nigga, love you, boy. Ooh, show big love. This before he was, you know, dealing with the diddler and all them, they little circle of friends of resources. Cause a lot of them niggas just rich off resources. I ain't saying Ross is. Ross, you know, we all know Ross can flow or whatever. A lot of them niggas got more money than they should have off resources. They ain't selling no records. Ain't nobody checking these. Ain't nobody jumping at their clubs. Ain't nobody jumping for their records. They ain't got no shit that when they die, nigga gonna be bumping. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's certain. They ain't got no shit that's gonna be bumping 20 years from now when they die type shit. For them niggas to be getting that kind of money. And niggas, and a lot, I mean, just it's just a lot of niggas is friends because a lot of niggas got that money because they friends. And I knew Diddy told me he was gonna kill my character. You think he gonna go back to Miami? Ooh, you think he gonna be this? You think he gonna be that nigga? Ooh, I own Miami, I run Miami. Ooh. So basically what they did, they just came back here. What he came back, put all his support, resources, friendship, and they thought this was just genuine love. This nigga was doing this shit out of hate for me at first. This is how he built his relationship with them, out of hate for me.
Shockingly, careers and time in the spotlight isn't the only thing Diddy is stealing. In a recent lawsuit filed by Houston-based attorney Tony Busby, it is alleged that Sean Diddy Combs actually pressured and drugged teenagers and minors into doing sexual acts. Diddy would use his industry connections to scare minors and would often coerce them with the threat of violence.
Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim perform oral sex upon him. Another incident, an individual 15 years old at the time flown to New York City to attend a party, was drugged, and then taken into a private room, allegedly in the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns raping her. Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport, was given one drink in the SUV, and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, the individual, this time not a minor, attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again, allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore.
Allegedly, a whole ring of predators was involved with Diddy in the abuse of minors. And with the recent indictment against Diddy bringing all his co-conspirators to light, these hidden figures are worried. The case's high stakes and explosive implications have led to an unusual decision. The trial will be open to the public, a move that promises to expose these hidden figures and lay bare the secrets they've long kept under wraps.
We intend to name people in these lawsuits. We're not going to do it in interviews. We're not going to do it, without doing our due diligence, because obviously, these types of allegations are very hurtful to people if they're not true, and very hurtful, frankly, if they are true. But if they're true, you shouldn't have been in the room and you shouldn't have been participating. So I anticipate that we're going to start filing lawsuits, and it may not be big names at first, but we have a long list of names, and you might imagine in situations like this that when a victim tells us that this person was in the room or this person participated, we want to do as much due diligence as humanly possible before we file that case, because in the United States, in almost every state, public filings are in fact public, and when you name somebody in a lawsuit, the press is going to pick it up, and we're aware of that. So we're going to make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's, and I expect that there will be some people named in these lawsuits that will raise some eyebrows.
The implications run deep. Did Hollywood and the music industry always have a rampant couch casting culture? And if yes, then why did everyone stay quiet for so long? Were some of the biggest names in Hollywood merely silent about what was happening, or were they complicit in the abuse that took place? In an interview with Art of Dialogue, Sean Diddy Combs' ex-security guard, Gene Deal, revealed the unsettling tactics Diddy allegedly used to gain leverage over other celebrities, suggesting he even amassed blackmail material on those around him.
There's some about the music, clothing, movies. They not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey, buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched, and Brother Love was watching. So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody who came to that party. Even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. We know who said that. He may be one of the person got caught up in the Diddy party.
LeBron said that, but yeah, you might be right. You know, it sounds like he had all them hidden cameras to use it against people.
I think that was said in the indictment, right? That was said in the indictment. You know, somebody, I think Dawn may have said that. I don't know for sure, and correct me if I'm wrong. He would, even if you didn't want to do something, he would tell an individual, well, I got you on tape doing it before. And the person would feel pressured in having to do something or come and do something at the party or be at the party because he already had him on tape right then and there. But what you think when you do it the second time? He's still gonna have you on tape.
As the date for Diddy's trial creeps closer, more and more celebrities are coming forward with details about how Diddy operated his alleged sex trafficking ring. Most recently, Courtney Burgess, a close friend of both Diddy and Gene Deal, has just come forward and testified in front of a federal jury against Sean Diddy Combs. Alleged subpoenas have been issued to anyone who was in contact with Diddy at the time of the crimes, and 8 video files on 11 different flash drives showing Diddy having intimate relations with minors have also been obtained by Homeland Security.
And those statements include descriptions of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if they were. Right.
Sure.
Appear to
Let
be.
me rephrase it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah,
meaning this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
Sources close to Diddy have also begun to name the celebrities they saw around Diddy, and with new footage slowly coming to light every day, other defendants, which are to be named later in the indictment, are worried.